As you look back at the toxic relationship, one of the things you're going to wrestle with is trying to make sense as to why the narcissist would lead you to believe that the relationship could be good and that you were meant to be and all this and that and yada yada, yet they never worked towards making that happen. As a matter of fact, the narcissist sabotaged the relationship and it all fell apart. Well, in the narcissistic community, we call this future faking, and we're going to get deeper into it. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, future faking is the narcissist being able to verbally express this idealized version of the relationship, something that they're not able to actually work towards or materialize. And why do they do this? Why do they future fake? Well, the short answer that you've already heard and we all know is that they're just saying what you want to hear so they can get what they want at the moment. Yeah? But why? Why do they do this? I'm reading an interesting book. It's called The Culture of Narcissism, and it was actually written in the 1970s. And it makes this argument that most of us are able to operate, most of us healthy people that is, are able to operate from a certain amount of nostalgia, which is happy moments in our life that we're able to internalize. We have enough happy moments that we internalize that we call these nostalgic moments. We use these as a base from which we can project a future and we can expand upon our happy moments. We can make them even better. Now, this is not to say that you or I have had perfect adolescence or upbringings or nonstop happy moments. Not at all. I myself come from broken families and broken homes and have seen a lot of horrible things in my life. However, because of my character, because of my personality, I am able to internalize moments that I have that are happy. I'm able to create this nostalgia. You probably are as well. And from this nostalgia, we're able to project and work towards a future that we want to see based on the internalized nostalgia. The book makes the argument that narcissists do not have enough happy moments internalized in their life in order to even see a future. Because you can't see and work towards a future if you have no internalized happy nostalgia to work from. That's the case that the book makes. Now, this does not mean that narcissists have had a worse upbringing. Not at all. We already know that people that come from the most horrible backgrounds oftentimes end up being the kindest, most gentle people, whereas spoiled, rotten brats who are given everything turn out being the most narcissistic people. So what we're talking about in the ability to internalize nostalgia has nothing to do necessarily with your upbringing. It's a character flaw. It's a DNA trait. Call it whatever you want. It could be a combination of both. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not here to make that diagnosis, but I am here to say that the book makes a strong case that without being able to internalize happy moments, you can't see a future. So where does this leave narcissists? Without having enough internalized nostalgia, they're unable to project and see their own future that they can build towards. Where does this leave them? This leaves them in a place where they live for the here and now only. And everything that comes into their life needs to constantly be a brand new nostalgic source. They need to soak in constant nostalgia because they can't internalize it. They can't hold on to it. Their DNA, their character flaw, their personality trait will not allow them to hang on to nostalgia, so they need it to constantly come in. The problem is that we live in a society and in a culture that feeds narcissism. We live in a day and age where nostalgia is pipelined and streamed into us on a daily basis. It caters to narcissism. We have dating apps where these people can just scroll, ooh, I like that, I'll take one of those and one of these, and everything is on demand. Constant nostalgia. And now watch this. This is why narcissists erupt in anger. When things don't go their way, When they realize that you and the relationship are going to be a little bit too difficult or challenging. Why? Because you disrupt their source of nostalgia that's constantly coming in. They're not looking at the good moments you once had and looking towards a future where you can have that again. All they see is that you just disrupted their flow of constant nostalgia, and they're angry. It gets even worse than this. When you're dealing with narcissists who are unable to internalize nostalgic moments, they resent the fact that you can. I was having a conversation with a narcissistic sibling, and I was talking about my beliefs and values with marriage based on a lot of the traditions of what marriage is. And how many of you know that marriage is under attack right now? By the way, I read an article just this past week where they're trying to get rid of labels like husband and wife because it's discriminatory, right? Marriage is under attack, but nonetheless, I was having a conversation with a sibling about my values and the beliefs that I have in marriage and what it means. And this narcissistic sibling erupted in anger. And it wasn't too long after that, she blasted this thing on social media saying F people and their ignorant effing values that they think everybody should have, right? Like, whoa, I don't think everybody should have my values. I was just sharing mine. But to a narcissist, they resent people who build upon nostalgia from the past. They resent anybody who looks towards the past and think that it offers something better than the here and now. Because narcissists live only for the here and now. So if you present to a narcissist something good, nostalgia from the past that you wish to build from, they will resent that because they're not able to. They don't understand your ability to hang on to something good from the past and try to build from that. It angers them, right? So where does this leave you and me? Well, with our healthy ability to internalize happy moments and nostalgia, it's up to you and it's up to me to project our own future based on those things. It's up to you and it's up to me to write our future and to work towards that, even if it means we have to cut out toxic people. We have to be able to see our future and look at toxic people and say, you don't fit in the types of relationships that I am going towards. And yes, you have permission to do this. It's your future. You plan it, you write it, and you work towards it. It doesn't matter if it's toxic family members or toxic friends, you get rid of them. You decide, since you're the one that's able to see a future and work towards that based on your own nostalgia, you have every right then to place the people and the things in that life that are going to work and that are going to get you there. The toxic people who can't see a future with you, leave them out. Toxic people and narcissists who aren't able to work towards their own future, leave them out. People who only want to live for the here and now and what they can take in a constant, never-ending source of nostalgia, leave them out. You have the authority and the permission to leave these people out. Hang on to your nostalgic moments. Don't worry about narcissists getting upset and resentful of your nostalgia. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey. Down below, you'll find access to one-on-one coaching with me. We could have a telephone call. We could have a FaceTime or a WhatsApp video consultation. The links are down below. So head on down there right now. Also, Monday night is Royal We Live Chat. We come together as a community. You can ask questions. You can call in for free as long as you understand that it's a live show. Saturday mornings is Royal We Fellowship. This is an in-depth biblical exploration where we study the ancient literature of the Bible and we apply it to our understanding of the narcissism that's in this world. It's unlike any other Bible study you've been a part of. This is every Saturday, every Shabbat at 9 o'clock a.m. Central Time. The links are in the description box down below. So head on down there, hit those links, get plugged in, like this video, subscribe to this channel, share it with your family and your friends. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on The Royal We.